It's a warm one. Welcome back, troops. Let's Tab 59. So, out today, just doing a steady little training tab. Part of the build up to our challenge that we're doing in September. So if you haven't seen that, have a look at my channel. There's a video entitled Challenge Announcement. It's for Scottish Little Soldiers. We're going to do a charity tab, the challenge that Trace Around come up with. We're going to do the tab in September. It's now August the 13th today. We're now going to do that, start that challenge on September the 7th and tab 80 miles over 8 days. So it's about 10 miles a day, hopefully. So we'll be finishing up on the 14th, Saturday the 14th of September. Hopefully we'll have finished the 80 miles. So I'm just out today. It's a bit redders, but you know, people say you shouldn't go out, mad dogs and Englishmen, midday sun and all that. But if you've got your wits about you, you're hydrated, you stay hydrated, and you know the signs and symptoms of heat stress, there's no reason why you shouldn't get out on a hot day and do a tab. Depends on how you feel, how fit you are. Just think about it, but you can still do it. So, that out of the way. So, as I say, we're doing the challenge in September. Now, we only done the video launch announcement, I think it was on Friday, wasn't it, last week, something like that, a few days ago. And in that video, in the description of that video, if you look at it, I put in the Just Giving page details, so that people, if they wish to donate to our challenge, which is for Scottish Little Soldiers, then they could do. Now, if you haven't seen that, like I say, have a look at that video. But also, if you're not sure what Scottish Little Soldiers is, please Google it. They've got a YouTube channel, so if you put in Scottish Little Soldiers, it'll come up. So I'll put a link in the description of this video for our Just Giving page. So we set ourselves a target of £1,000. We thought if we could raise at least £1,000 for what is really a worthwhile charity. I'll say have a look at it. It's for the charity is set up to look after the children of ex-servicemen, serving servicemen and women that have lost their lives, and the children are bereaved. So it's to support them in various ways. So they can explain it a lot better in their video. So have a look at those, see what the charity is about. And if you think it's worth donating to them, please do make a small donation. Anything is acceptable. We don't mind. We just want to try and raise some money for them. So that's the charity. That's what the challenge is all about. Now, so we've only been going a few days. We're still just in training. We're not starting the challenge yet. But we've had a lot of subscribers already donate to the challenge. So what I wanted to do was a bit of a thank you, is give a shout out to the people that have donated so far. It's all on the Just Giving page. You can see who's donated, and you can see the little messages that they've been leaving me and the Trace Around to support us on this challenge. But what I wanted to do today was, while I was out on this tab, just take a 5-minute breather in the sun and read out the names of the people that have donated. Now, some people have remained anonymous, and I think I know who some of you are, but thank you to all those people that are anonymous out there. You're not anonymous. We value you very much, but you've remained anonymous. We thank you for your donation. So, to all those anonymous people, thank you. But here, before I start, I just want to mention something else. One of my subscribers, a good mate of mine, he's got a YouTube channel as well. He's actually just set off yesterday on his epic challenge. So have a look at his YouTube channel as well. You find that interesting. He's vlogging every day as he goes around on his challenge. Now what this guy's doing, first of all, his name. If you go to his YouTube channel, it is Nobby3542. Nobby3542. And what Nobby's doing is he's tabbing with weight, self-contained, he's camping every night. I'm not sure how long it's going to take him. He's going to do 192 miles coast to coast. So he set off yesterday from in the west by dipping his toe in the Irish Sea, picking up a pebble at St Bees on the west coast of England, and he's tabbing right across to the east coast, ending up in Robin Hood's Bay, where again he'll dip his toe in there and pick up another pebble. And that's the Coast to Coast challenge that he's doing. He's doing it for 3 different charities. I can't read them out on here all the time, but because I don't know them, to be honest, off the top of my head. But if you go to his channel, you'll see his announcement video and all the details are on there. But if you can, look at his channel, send him a message of support. And if you can donate to him as well, that'd be great. But please go to his channel, see how Nobby's doing. He started off yesterday. He camped out last night. He didn't get as far as he wanted to yesterday in the heat. But I know he set off this morning, August the 13th, at about 6:30 in the morning on day 2 of his challenge. So give him a bit of support if you can. So the people that have donated to us so far, I just want to say thank you to you and read out your names. So no order. Jay Carson, thank you so much. Robert Mason, Robert, very generous. Thank you very much indeed. Mike Roberts, thank you, Mike. Pete and Sue Holland, and Pete and Sue Holland are in the village where I live. They're very prominent figures in the village. Pete's a farmer. He's got a farm here. You see quite a lot of Pete and his lovely wife, Sue. Thank you both so much. You supported us in the past. You're supporting us again. So we really appreciate that, Pete and Sue Holland. Paul, thank you, Paul. Simon Hands, thank you, Simon. Alan DeCamps, thank you, Alan. Terry, cheers, Terry. Thanks a lot, mate. Martin 057. Thank you, Martin 057. And Sid, cheers, Sid. All the best. Now here's one. Martin the Hun 59. Martin the Hun 59. Martin is a long-time subscriber to my channel and comments a lot on my videos. He supports me in the Trace Around quite a lot. Thank you, Martin of the Hun 59. Very much appreciated. Stephen Hedgecock, cheers, Stephen. Norman Pryor, cheers, Norman. Thank you, all the best, mate. Steve and Ruth, thank you, very generous. Steve, I know you're an ex-dispatch rider and you were paid by the mile and you've donated likewise to me. That is much appreciated, mate. Thank you, Stephen and Ruth. Dee Batty, thank you very much. Wayne the Bridgeman Osborne. Wayne, I think you're an Aussie. Or you're living out in Aussie. Thank you very much from Australia. It's brilliant. Nobby Clark, that's Nobby who's doing his challenge. He's donated. Cheers, mate. All the best on your challenge. Toby Keedy, thank you very much, Toby. Matt and Lisa. I believe Matt's a veteran, maybe Lisa as well. I'm not sure. But thank you both very much indeed, Matt and Lisa. Jock, just says Jock. Cheers, Jock. Thank you, mate. Winston Stone. What a cracking name that is, Winston Stone. Winston Stone from the United States of America. I don't know if you are American or whether you're a Brit living out there, Winston, you didn't say. But thank you very much indeed. It's very generous from over the pond. Rob Holdsworth. Cheers, Rob. Much appreciated, mate. Pat, 1LI Pat, 1st Battalion Light Infantry Pat. Thank you very much. Swift and bold. Mike Edwards. Thank you, Mike. Much appreciated. Taff Bluebell. That's a cracking name. Taff Bluebell. Chills, mate. And my lovely friend down in Dover, Zoe, the Zoemeister. Thank you for your support as always, Zoe. All the best from me in the Trace Around. Smudger Smith. Every Smith's called a Smudger. Brilliant Smudger. Smudger Smith. Thank you so much. Chris Newham. Thank you, Chris. It's much appreciated. Another Nobby Clark. Cheers, Nobby. I think you're ex-Para, actually. Paul and Julie. Thank you, Paul and Julie. That's much appreciated. Steve and Joss. Steve and Joss. Very, very generous, Steve and Joss. You're out in Australia too, in Sydney. I don't know if you're Australian or whether you're a Brit living out there, but thank you. That's great from across in Australia. Connor Foster. Cheers, Connor. Very much appreciated. And Sapper Veteran. Thank you, Sapper Veteran, Royal Engineers. Thank God for the call of Royal Engineers, CRE. Thank you very much. So those donations so far, plus the anonymous ones, have taken us up to £755. So we aren't far off of our £1,000 target already, and we haven't even started the challenge yet. So maybe we're going to bust that £1,000 target with Let's Tab 59. That would be fantastic if that happens. So I'm going to crack on with Tab. I'm going to put this camera down for a minute, have a water break, and I'm going to tab on across this vast, desolate land. You can see, now I'm wearing shorts, and I'm going through this badger at the moment. So it's a little bit stingy on the old legs, but it looks like this is ready for harvesting, doesn't it? This flat, desolate land. So I'm heading over that way towards that building. So, thanks again, everybody, for your support. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider it. I'm not saying do it, just consider it. And if you haven't donated yet to our challenge and you think it's a worthy cause and you want to help an old Git out and trace around to help Scottish little soldiers out, please consider doing that too. Not saying do it, saying consider it. But till the next time, troops, and it won't be long, remember, stay safe and let's tab.